name is Mark Earlix, and I am a healer by the grace of God. This is all that I do in my life for many, 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 many years. And I work with what I refer to as light. It's my gift, my goal, my tool. It's all of ours, really. And I just am a little bit better than most people on earth with it because I practice it. That's the only difference. I practice all my life with it, all my spiritual life with it. And I always find out that no matter what I know, I really don't know, and that there's so much more. So let's see here. Any questions I can try to answer before we start? Can you tell that I'm nervous there, Kim?
No, because I always think I'm the most nervous one in the room, which makes everybody else more calm than just assume.
Yeah, we have these conversations inside of us, and they're not even real. But I'm still nervous, regardless, whether it's real or not.
Oh.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
I think I've even asked you this before, but I can't remember what the answer was. The rubber chicken behind you?
Oh, that's Pachelbel.
As in the cannon?
Well, I named him after the cannon. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's in all your Zooms.
I know. He wants to be there. I can't help it. And so,
okay.
All right, we're not gonna go there. That is Pachelbel, though, and he loves it. He pops up every once in a while on all the Zooms, but he comes to a workshop every once in a while too. And so, all right, he teaches me a lot, and so, and all right, I hope that's sufficient enough to answer.
Oh no, that's perfect.
Okay.
I absolutely love it, and I don't know why I didn't remember that. If I was, in fact, ever told.
Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Pachelbel, okay.
And
let me just say hi. Hi, Pachelbel.
Hi. All right, great. We're having a workshop now, which is pretty awesome. Anyone who ever feels that, after the workshop is complete, that they wish they would have taken it, talk to Lynn. She'll work something out with you as far as, costs and stuff like that. They're really awesome, and they take you beyond healing and intuition. They're just real big trainers in life, and they assist you in helping you to tap into what's inherent within, waiting for you to rediscover in your life what you were born into. And so they are available, so please. And they're all on a private YouTube channel. So Lynn would give you the link if you wanted to, chat with Lynn about it. Her email is admin@markearlix.com, admin@markearlix.com. And she knows what to do. And this one's on Awaken the Healer Within. And there are no beginning classes. And the beginning classes that I used to teach 30, 40 years ago, or 20 or 30 years ago, whatever it was, they basically, there, she put it up. Oh, thanks, Lynn. They just evolved, and they're always evolving. I've had people take 5, 10, 20 of the classes, or 30 of the same class, because they know they're all going to be different. I go along with, what it's grown into. And I also go along with the group's mind. So, which is another reason that they just can't be the same. There's just no way. And let's see what else. Any other questions or anything anyone would like to ask me about healing or intuition or whatever before we start? There's so few of us, which is great. Anything, please. Please, anything. Mary, how was the workshop with you today, hon?
Oh, it was great. I loved it.
Good.
I took some good notes and I have a lot to process, definitely, from it. And I've been meditating to Pak Bell for the last 3 days. So it's really interesting that you said that. It's a synchronicity, I guess. And
Yeah.
and you do dream analysis too, right? Or how do you feel about dreams?
Dreams are like clouds. We can make whatever we want out of them. But they always pertain to our life and hidden agendas, hidden understandings, they can come forth. But whenever we get an answer to a dream, I always make the practice, ever since day one of my so-called spiritual life, I always make a practice of challenging it and seeing how real it is. What I do is I'll stay within the dream, and it's like an automatic now. Once you start practicing it, it becomes normal. That I'll say, okay, stand in the light, or and I'll wait for it to do that to see if it can, or I'll say to it, show me more or tell me more. Always. And then when I don't accept the very first, no matter how revelatory it is, or how grandiose it is, or how spiritual it is, I don't trust it until I say those things. And then when we say those things, it'll either disappear or it will show you much more, but in a simpler way when you challenge it. Always. Always, always, always. So I hope that answers your question to some degree.
Yes. Yes, it does. I'll work on that.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Good question. Yeah. I won't accept dreams until I challenge them. And then you start to find out there's a difference between a regular dream and, something that comes to you from revelation, to be revealed from within. That's what revelation means. And there's a huge difference. You know that it's true for your life. And what comes to you in the dream, let me get rid of this thing here. What comes to you in the dream will be different in its nature than what a regular dream, is in life. All right. Cool. Any other questions or anything I can try to answer before we start here? Please. Anything. Yes, Aria, please.
What does it mean when something gets, or does it mean, what do you have to say, I should say? What do you have to say about something that gets better and then goes back?
I don't understand what you're referring to, please.
When well, I mean, I guess I already know the answer to this question, but I'm going to say it anyway. So when energy healing, such as from you, is applied, and then the person gets better, and then it comes back. Is there anything you want to speak to there?
Yeah, sometimes what happens is when something is taken away, say if I'm working with a person and their symptomology is taken away, it might be an opportunity. Okay, it's taken away, it was gone. Then say a day later or 5 weeks later or a year later, it comes back. Then that might be our opportunity to recognize, okay, maybe in the past several weeks or past month or two, I've been going back into that mindset of being afraid. And when we're afraid, it's re-attracting it. But it can't be the same because the basis of it is broken, of that disease state or injury or whatever. It's broken, the consciousness of it, but it's going to try to replicate, and it'll feel awkward when it does, or does try, and it'll be a different consciousness. We have the ability to say, oh, I see you trying to come back, and wait over there, and I'll be right back. We don't want to resist it.
Yeah.
But we want to be in charge of it or in control of it. Maybe this has been given to you to take charge of your life in some way.
Yeah.
You haven't been previously.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense, hon?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Good question. Cool. Great question, matter of fact. All right, good. Anything else, please? We got a lot of time left. This is going to be fast. Anything I can try to answer. Any questions, Kim?
Not yet. I usually get like record store amnesia when I'm ever doing anything. So it's like, as soon as we get off of this, I'm going to have like 5 million things packed up in my head. I'm like, oh, all these, whatever, like things I'm just curious about on a daily basis. But yeah, none of them are here right now.
All right. I totally get it. All right, good. And all right. In any case, let's start. Now, when I work with y'all, I'll ask if there's just one thing. I won't delve into anything emotional because that's private. And in my sessions, the appointments, the healing circles, or the workshops, I won't do anything publicly that's emotional based. But in the appointments themselves, I will work with a person for the emotional, but not the other event. And I'd be more than happy to work with one thing that you find the worst in your body, or if you just want to for a blessing, that'd be great. I keep everything within myself, and in my mind, what's happening is there's a projection, and oftentimes people can actually feel my hands or a presence, or they'll feel something happening in their body. And it's not with everyone, but it's with many people that they'll experience that. So some people may feel, as I always say, the electrical sensation or the tingling. They may feel the emotional catharsis, or they may feel heat or cold, or a wind or a breeze going through them. And I never know. But what I contributed to is that movement that's happening, that you're experiencing, if you should, and even if you shouldn't feel it, it's still happening, is what I refer to as spirit, because spirit carries activity. That's its job in life. Like in the old days, used to say, oh, the spirit of 76, it carried an activity. Or the spirit moved across to the face of the waters and brought life. It carried something. It brought life. So that's what the spirit does. And so this is my take on how everything in the world works. The world according to Gartmark. And let's see. Hey, how you doing there? Louis, good to see you.
How you doing, Mark? Sorry I'm late. I got my times mixed up.
Oh, no problem. No problem, Louis. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, great. So, there's your son there, Mary. Hey. Good to see you. Hi, good to see you.
Hi, good to see you.
Awesome. Okay, let's start with Mary. Is there anything in particular you would like me to work with?
Well, young Asher here has an ankle injury from he fell playing flag football, and he's starting the basketball season, and he couldn't go to practice because his ankle is hurting. So
Which one is it? The right one?
use your words. He can hear you.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so let me work with the right ankle there, Asher.
How does he?
So, I'm sorry?
He's trying to show you his foot because he thinks you need to see his foot. Do you need to see it? Wait, show him your foot, honey.
Right, that's awesome.
Is that helpful?
That's awesome. Cool foot. I wish I had one like that.
Very much. Take your pictures now. What now?
All right. Now, what I want you to do, Asher, is just to keep your foot really still, and you're going to feel something. Maybe you'll feel something funny happening with it, but don't move it when you have a need to move it, okay? And tell me when you could feel it if you can. You feel that?
No.
Oh. Well, how's this? I know you can't, but if you could, tell me if you feel something different happening with it. I know you can't though, but if you could.
This is kind of moving, but like
I know it's moving.
just a little bit. Like,
That's okay.
Just relax.
Still feel it moving?
no, it kind of stopped, but like my left leg was moving.
All right. Now, was your foot hurting right before we did this?
Yeah.
Can you move it around a little bit? Tell me if there's any difference at all. If you could tell.
Okay, let me go walk around real quick. 'Cause that's
Okay.
what usually hurts.
Okay.
How does it feel? He says it still hurts on the side a little bit, the side of the ankle.
All right. Was it anything like before?
Was it like before? Ash?
Oh yeah, the side was hurting before, so.
And what about the rest of it before?
Yeah, it was hurting. So now it's not hurting.
And it's, what did you say, Mary?
He said now it's not hurting. Is it hurt? It's not hurting now.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. Let's see if this doesn't make a change in the whole foot. All right. And it may happen either immediately or it may happen within 5 minutes or whatever, or a little bit after that.
Okay.
All right, good. Thank you so much for having me work with you, Asher. I appreciate it.
why don't you say thank you?
Thank you.
It's okay.
Bye.
He's working on it. But
Man,
thank you so much.
Terrible.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, Mark. I really appreciate it. And I would like to just ask for a blessing, I guess. Is that okay? And I've been working out again since you healed my shoulder and my neck, because I haven't been able to work out because of how bad it was. But I have been working out. I've been doing Tai Chi, and it's amazing, and I love it. But
Good.
the stress is kind of coming back a little bit, and I'm just kind of sore from all of that.
Yeah, and it's a new exercise for your muscles in there. And so it's almost like a real mild shock trauma. And they're developing of the ones that you haven't developed before. And so,
Yes.
so let's see if we can help ease that a little bit, hon. what I'd like you to do right here is push in a little bit, real gently with one finger, and it's real tender in there.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, now with one finger, hold in, don't move it around, and you'll see where it's really tender.
Mhm.
You got that?
Yes.
Now hold your finger there, hon. There, did you just notice a shift in the tenderness?
Yeah.
All right, now move around a little bit and tell me if you notice a difference in there.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of energy just radiating down my arm right now.
Cool. All right, and just rest your arms now on your lap. Now, it's going to try to come back. And when it does try to come back, all you have to do is say, oh, wait over there. I'll be back later. And
Okay.
get busy doing something else.
Okay.
And then you'll see that it comes back less often and further in between those times.
Yes.
And it'll just develop greater and greater and greater as you're practicing the Tai Chi.
Yeah. Yes, it's so amazing. I wish I had discovered it earlier. But yeah, you're right. I need to reject it because I'm so over it.
Yeah, but don't resist it.
Don't resist it.
Right,
Just
because then
say,
you're fighting it and you're giving it life.
okay.
Just say, wait over there. I'll be right back. That's something to do in my life. Capiche?
Yes.
That's Italian for I love Starbucks or something. All right.
Thank you so much.
Sure. Hey there, Patty. How you doing?
Good.
Excellent, excellent. Question for how was the workshop today for you so far?
Absolutely wonderful.
Okay, good. You getting stuff out of it, hon?
Oh my goodness, yes.
All right,
It's very different. It's very different with a larger class, but it's very interesting.
yes. Yes. Yeah, for me too. And I hear you. All right, great. Anything in particular you'd like me to work with, Patty? Please.
Oh, yes, please. I did go for my injections for my muscle tightness, so they injected me. I
Yes.
got relief, but there's still 2 areas that are really, really sore. And she just didn't want to use any more of the Botox. She wanted to just settle it in on the same area. So I'm sure I will get more relief, but it's still not there in 2 very bad spots.
Okay.
One's by the ear and one's where the teeth connect, the actual jaw connection.
Yes. They actually found a new muscle group recently. They don't want to call it an organ, but it's a new muscle group for the first time in that area there. Medical science found it through research. And now they're recognizing it over the past couple of months. So I'm going to work on that area there. And that's what she probably worked with, matter of fact.
Okay.
Right there is a little movement. All right, move your jaw around a little bit and touch your face and this area in here. Is it any different than what it was? Please be candid.
Well, it's still sore, Mark. However, immediately the jaw released and your healing went a lot deeper into the very intense areas that I've been experiencing the pain. I felt the movement and the pressure of almost it so hard that it wants to explode.
Right.
So
All right,
thank you.
good. My pleasure. And let's see what this develops into with you and through you.
Okay, thanks so much.
Yes, 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 yes. And I don't know if it's you or Mary, but I'm going to answer a question that you might not have even known you have had. That this energy is the sharing of what's in the mind that we share in that godliness, in that divinity. We're sharing it, if that makes sense.
It makes sense to me. When you were healing Asher's right ankle, I felt my right ankle, energy in my right ankle.
Okay, cool. Cool.
And when you were working on Patty, I felt the energy you were sending to her. So
Excellent. Excellent. Good perceptions there. And Patty, your perception, it's we're sharing this energy in God. We're in that divinity. We're in that godliness. We're in the mind of the Creator, and we have access to share it in that mind. If that makes sense, hon.
Yes, it does.
Okay, good. Excellent. Excellent. Anyone have questions about any of this? Anything? Okay, good. Excellent, excellent. So, let's see, did I work with you, Aria? Out of sight, out of mind. I'm so sorry. All right. Tell me one thing you would like me to work with, my dear.
It's the same thing as Patty just said. So, and that's why I asked the question, what does it mean when something comes back? Because you worked on this last week and it was perfect for 4 days. Perfect.
Good.
And then,
And sometimes it needs reinforcement, and there's no,
okay.
and that's fine.
And I'm very curious about this new organ or whatever that is. I would really like to know more about that because
It's a newer muscle group
okay.
that they've discovered. Yes.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is, or wondering aloud, is because I probably need to get dentures, and there's some teeth on this side that will have to be removed. And when I had the teeth removed over here, I keep having this fear. There comes the fear that you mentioned, that if that somehow this happened when I was getting the teeth removed. Because of course I was in fear, even though I did my best to put myself into a trance and, stuff like that. So anyway, it goes all the way up into my head, and it's pretty much right here. And it came back, I think, when I started wearing my headset because I was working. And so now I have to switch my headset over here, which is not a problem, but it lets me know that even just a little pressure for an hour, a light pressure like that, like right now when I'm touching it, it's starting to sting down here. And
All
thank you
right.
for listening. Sorry to complain.
All righty. What I'd like you to do
Really
is,
distracting. Sorry, that's why I went so into such depth.
okay. What I'd like you to do is to put your hand here
Okay.
and right over the entire area.
I'll use both my hands.
Just one, please.
Oh, all right.
Just like I'm saying, keep your hand here.
Okay.
And just close your eyes just for
Okay.
a moment. And imagine the hand of God coming out of your hand. Keep focusing on that. Don't control it. Don't tell it what to do or what not to do. Just imagine it. To image in action. That's what imagination is. To image in action. Watch it happening. Has nothing to do with your feelings, your thinkings, anything. Figuring it out, nothing. We just get to observe it. You're going to feel it. If I'm correct, you're going to sense it, and it's going to start spreading. And it's clean, clear, effervescent, bubbly light. And that clean, clear, effervescent, bubbly light, it's almost a consciousness. It knows what to do. We just get to observe it. Just hold it there. I'm going to do something else here. There was a relaxation right there of the muscles. One more moment. Keep watching that. Every time you lose focus, watch it again. All right, now take your hand away and move your jaw around a little bit. Tell me if you notice a difference in there, hon. What's it like compared to before?
It's a lot less sore spots. Many fewer sore spots.
Okay,
Ow.
but
And
I know,
yeah.
and don't,
Sorry.
but don't think that, oh, it started again.
Okay.
What you do at first, you keep recreating that, what we just did. It'll last longer and longer and longer. And it'll
Okay.
be more effective in the depths within you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Sure,
Thank you.
my honor. And keep redoing that is necessary.
Thank you.
You'll see that it has more effect and deeper. Excellent. Excellent. Hey, Lewis. Turn on your mic. There you
Okay,
go.
there we go.
Anything in
Well-
particular?
Yeah, definitely. 6 months ago, I had a tumor removed from inside my bladder, and everything went fine. There was no problem. But now it seems to be coming back in a little different form. It's like growing on like the inside wall of the bladder. So this coming Monday, I have to go back into the hospital. They have to go see what's going on, take it out if they can, and
Yeah. And they'd be able to take it out this coming Monday?
yes. Well, they're going to do a biopsy, and then
Why
determine what
not
they need
take
to
the
do.
darn thing out? Get it out of my body. That's what I would say.
Yeah,
it out.
yeah. It's not a tumor. It's just kind of growing in the cells in the inner wall.
Yeah.
So, they have to kind of like ablaze it with like a laser or something like that.
Yes. Yes. All righty. So
Now-
go ahead. You finish first. I'm
I'm
sorry.
just going to say, now the surgery is no problem. They put you out, you wake up, and you're okay. You don't feel much. The problem is that I'm having to deal with is the procedure before the surgery. They have to inject a chemical in my bladder and then tie off the catheter so the chemical stays in there for 2 hours. So that when the doctor goes in, it kind of highlights the cancer cells somehow. It's like a new technique.
Yes.
But it's a horrifying experience. It's like having to go to the bathroom like really bad. And then somebody says, well, no, you got to wait 2 hours. It's kind of that kind of thing. So
I understand. Well,
Yeah.
well, I'll tell you what. Let me ask a blessing on you.
okay.
Then I want to work on the area a little bit. Just let God make it a lot easier for you.
All right, great.
And they're giving you that the fluid right before the surgery, aren't they? About a half an hour.
No, 2 hours. It's 2 hours.
Okay. From the start to the finish.
Right, right. The procedure for the chemicals, 2 hours.
All right. My perception is going to be a snap for you.
Oh, all right.
Honest to God. And next time we talk, you'll tell me. And, I just want to let you know, I want to work with the bladder a little bit. All I keep getting is, as I'm working with you, what I'm listening for all the things, and getting is be of good cheer. So those are the words.
Okay, great. Sounds good to me.
All right. And if you can catch yourself worrying, stop yourself when you're catching it. So
Yeah, it's something I work on all the time. Yeah.
good. Don't even worry about it. Just catch it and think of something else. say, oh, I see I'm worrying here, and kind of watch it, but don't resist it, and don't try to fight it. Just
Okay,
catch. Awesome.
sounds good. Thank you very much. You know, I mean, I couldn't feel anything in the bladder, but when you were doing your thing, I could feel like the kind of a loving energy
Good.
in my body that I was receiving, like this loving energy.
Yeah,
So,
and it wasn't me. It was what I refer to as God,
mhm.
and because it's so real, it affects people.
Yeah. Okay. Great. All right. Thank you very much, Mark.
My honor, my pleasure. Totally. Nini, hey, anything, my dear? Are you there? There you
Hi,
are.
Mark. I'm here. The neck is feeling much, much better. Thank you.
Good.
So I think I just need a blessing today.
You got it.
Thank you.
There's also something that you've had. It's almost like you've resigned to it. You're giving up on it. There's something in your life that you don't feel fulfilled with, and I don't know if you can relate to that or not. But what's happening is that you'll see a part of that being fulfilled in your life.
Okay.
And it pertains to either a sibling or a son. Do you have a son?
Yes.
Okay. And it pertains to the son.
Okay.
All right, hon. Do you know what I'm talking about? A disappointment.
What is that? Is that like getting together or something?
I'm sorry.
Does it mean getting together? Getting together?
It may, but it carried a disappointment, whatever it was.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure. And
Thank
a chunk of that will be fulfilled, that there'll be change.
Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, I understand.
All right, hon.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Kim, anything in particular you'd like me to work with?
Yeah, I'm not actually positive while I'm here. I just do what Aria told me to do because I trust her to happen. So I'm not sure if I'm here for myself or my cat, because she's actually seeming to be in the thing right now. And so I don't know if she can actually be helped. But if she can, I guess I'm here for that. Otherwise, I know I've had like these really weird, freaky heart palpitation kind of things and gurgles, or I don't know what's happening. And I don't know if that's something that I just need to talk to a doctor about, not you. But those are my issues right now. Whichever one you think, or I can pick a new one if those don't work.
All righty. Now, of course, if any more ever happens with your heart, go to a doctor, but let me work with your heart.
Okay.
And I think that's more important right now in my perception.
Okay.
So, all right. And you just sit back and relax and observe. a perception. Now, all these are my perceptions, but because I'm not medically oriented or anything else, but a perception that I had was that there was like a constriction which creates a feeling or sense, and also the biological effect of being constricted in there, which is also an effect of concern or worry, and pertaining to yourself. And that inhibits us when we have those feelings, which begin to affect us biologically, neurologically, skeletally, everything. And so I felt it open. And so I personally saw no concern in that anymore. But we can try to recreate it because we miss it, because we don't know what other way to do in life. So what's happening is that now there's another opportunity for you, and that's to catch when you're starting to be concerned or worried about something. You can catch it and look at it, and or recognize, oh, that's concern or that's worry, and say, that's nice, and then walk away from it. And then you'll see that you don't have that anymore in your life. Does that make sense, Kim?
It does. It makes complete sense. And I didn't have any sense like what my heart was doing. Like I'm saying that because while you were doing that, I guess it felt like it was, I guess uncaged is the word, but it never felt like it was caged to begin with.
I know. We don't know. It sneaks up on us.
It was crazy. And even when you first started explaining everything, my eyes just started watering. So you must have said things that were true that I need to go think about too. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. According to your needs, no one else's, just your needs, and that's what's important. Yes. Good.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Amazing. Thanks.
You are too. You are too. Lewis, please tell me of something that you'd like me to work with, my friend.
Okay, you already worked on me, but I've got
There's
plenty of
something
things
else,
that.
Yeah, there's
Pardon?
something else. There has to be.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, let's see. What's the next thing?
The thing
Well,
that's bothering you the most, that has the most potential.
oh, okay. I guess it's. I have some extra heartbeats in my heart. They're called PVCs.
Yes.
Now I have a normal rhythm, but these extra beats come in, and they prevent my heart from completely releasing all the blood in my body that I need for energy and to stay alive. So it's reducing the efficiency of my heart.
I understand. Let me work with that. It's almost like the angelics are saying, hallelujah.
To say what?
Hallelujah, they're singing in a joyful, exuberant way. Did you sense something happening in your chest? And be candid.
Yeah. No, actually, my mind was wandering a little bit. So I wasn't focused on my heart.
That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about that. You don't have to be. You don't have to be. Let's see what happens and transpires from that.
Okay. I do have an EKG device, a home device, so I could check it.
Nah, don't.
Don't.
Don't go there. No, no. All right. Just see what happens, how you're feeling and all like that. It's like someone taking their blood pressure every 5 minutes expecting something. You don't want to do that.
Oh, okay.
All right. Great.
All right, great. Thanks.
You know people like that, Patty, don't you?
No,
You don't? Okay.
no, I don't know. I've read about them, but I don't know anybody.
All right. Yeah. I want to go there. And, oh, God. All right. Great. And all right. Anyone else have any questions or comments? How are you feeling? Anyone notice any difference inside themselves? Please, Patty, tell me, please.
My jaw feels so much different. I mean, better in a better way. Yes.
All right.
Just amazing. It feels like it's almost disappearing, like the jaw is missing.
I hope
It's
not.
gone.
All right.
Mark, I have a question if you have a moment. Would you
Yeah.
do a blessing on one of my dogs?
I would love to.
Okay, it's the female Sky, and she's a very anxious female, and she thinks she's the gatekeeper of the house and of the world. So she barks at every she sees movement outside, whether it's a person or an animal, or she's in the car, she sees an animal so a blessing maybe for her calmness.
Yeah.
I know she feels she's trying to protect us, but it's very much anxiety based.
Yes. Also, as soon as you started talking, what I saw was to train her with people being a distraction. And
Yes, she does need to go for training. That is exactly what we have to do with her. Yes.
yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Now let me work with her too. See if
Sure.
we can make it easier.
Yeah, thanks.
The sky is beautiful.
Oh, she is.
And she also has an accelerated heart. And so she's just responding. It's not harmful to her, but it's just.
Right.
Did you know that?
I noticed it the way she was, it's,
Yeah.
she gets escalated very quickly.
And the training will help to calm that down too.
That's what we thought. Yes.
Yeah, with the physiological. Lynn, is there anything, my dear friend? If you're there. Are you there, Lynn? Where's Lynn? There she is.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I would love a blessing to help me stay motivated to continue
Why?
exercising and eating healthy.
I'm telling everyone here, Snickers, almond M&Ms, and coffee. Nothing else. All right, let me work with you. Okay. There you go. All right.
Thank you.
But don't give up on those things. The almond M&Ms and coffee.
Oh, no,
Don't
not a
give up.
chance. Not a chance.
That's the death of anyone. So, if you don't have those. So
Oh, I
uh,
believe it.
all right. Hey, Louis, I'm curious, do you notice a difference in how you might feel or a fullness and a flow through you? Can you imagine that? If you're there, Louis? I guess he's not. Okay. Nini, are you there? How do you feel?
I feel good, thank you.
Okay. All righty. And Aria? Are you there, Aria? How you feeling? No, not there. No one's there. Kim, what about you, my dear?
Well, the backup thing that I would have asked you about was this dull pain that I've been getting under my shoulder blade, because in my head, like I imagine that it's this tumor that's been growing. But it seems like after you did your thing, I'm not really feeling it. So,
That's because you rock.
oh, it's
Awesome.
teamwork. Teamwork. Thank you.
My honor, my pleasure. And if you should sense those things, tell them to take a hike. You know, and you'll wait over there, roast, set up a tent, light a fire, roast a marshmallow, and look in the mirror. I'll be right back while you're waiting over there doing those things.
I like that way to deal with it. Thank you.
Yes. And then get busy doing something else, and it'll try to come back to you and like pulling on your pants string and say, hey, I'm here. And just say, no, I said, wait over there. This way you're not resisting it and you're not fighting it, and it loses its life.
I love that tactic. Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. How you doing, Louis?
Doing good. I'm feeling very uplifted and positive, and I find myself kind of laughing about all these things I'm going through. So that's always a good sign.
Yeah, that's always a good sign. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome, my friend. Yeah. How do I know you, Louis?
I've been online with you before. It's been a few months.
Okay.
I've come to these meetings every once in a while.
All right, great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. All right, everyone. I'm so thankful that you came tonight. It was fun, and I got to learn some stuff. And please, come back next Tuesday. And there are events that are listed on the website. And we got another workshop coming up on you too, Nini. Have a good night. And there's a workshop that's going to be listed. It's going to be spiritual healing, or excuse me, Awaken the Healer Within 2, number 2. And anyone can go to these things, and you can start at any place, no matter how advanced or anything else. You'll get it. You'll understand it. And it's just always a progression. So thank you so much. And please don't forget to go to the website. There's a place there, if it's within your heart, to gift or donate, whatever it says there. And please do from your heart. And God loves to reciprocate. If you do, you get. And it's just a multifold event in your life. And let's see, Mary, have a good evening. Thank you. And bye, everyone.
Bye, Mark. Thank you.
Keep me updated. If
Bye,
anyone,
Mark. Thank you.
if anyone wants an appointment, let me know. It's on the website, all the information. Bye, everyone. Bye, Patty.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.